The Three Brothers. Once there was a man. He had three sons. He had only a house in which they all lived. Every son wished to have the house after his father's death. But the father loved him all alike, so he was confused about his property. He did not wish to sell his house because it belonged to his forefathers. He only wanted to divide the money amongst them. At last, an idea came into his mind. He asked his son to go somewhere else in the world. The father advised his son to try to learn a trade. He said, "When all of you come back, one of you will be given the house that makes the best masterpiece." The sons were well contented with their father's statement. The eldest son determined to be the blacksmith. The second brother decided to be a barber. And the third one decided to be a fencing master. They fixed a time when they should all come home again. They went their way. By chance, they all met the skillful master. They taught them their trades well. One day, when the blacksmith was giving a shoe to the king horses, he thought to himself, "The house is mine without any doubt." When the barber was shaving the people, he thought upon the house as his own. The fencing master got many a blow, but he only bit his lip and let nothing vex him. For he said to him, "If you are afraid of a blow, you will never win the house." When the appointed time has passed away, the three brothers returned their home to their father. They began to look for the best opportunity for showing their skill. So they sat down and consulted together. When the three brothers were sitting, all at once a hare came running across a field. "Aha! Just in the time," said the barber. So he took his basin and soap and lathered until the hare came up. Then he soaped and shaved off the hair whiskers. Whistle he was running at the top of his speed. He did not even cut his skin or injure a hair on his body. "Well done," said the old man. "Your brother will have to exert themselves wonderfully, or the house will be yours." Then there a noble came in his coach dashing along at full speed. "Now you will see what I can do, father," said the blacksmith. So he ran after a coach until all the four shoes off the feet of one of the horses whistled. He was galloping and put him on four new shoes without stopping him. "You are a fine fellow, you are as clever as your brother is," said the father. "I don't know to whom I should give the house." Then the third son said, "Father, let me have my turn, if you please," as it began to rain. He drew his sword and flourished it backward and forward above his head, so fast that not a drop fell upon him. It rained still harder and harder, till at last it came down in a torrent. He only flourished his sword faster and faster, and remained as dry as if he were sitting in a house. When his father saw this, he was amazed. He said, "This is a masterpiece. The house is yours." The other brother hugged one another very happily because they understood that it was their house. All three brothers were satisfied with this, as there was an agreement earlier, and they loved one another very much. They all three stayed together in a house and followed their trade. They had received skill, so they began to earn a great deal of money. Thus they lived together happily until they grew old. Moral of the story is love and unity brings prosperity.